Goedenavond, dames en heren. We zijn hier allemaal terug in Helsinki, Finland. Fritske, een fantastische goedenavond naar u, kerel. Parce que maintenant tous les micros sont en ordre. Et les derniers jours, on a regardé des demos sur des multiples plattformen. Und da haben die Leute allen hammergeil gefunden. So, with all further ado, I say welcome to the chaos of the Demo Compo studio. Yes, hi guys, everybody, welcome. Thank you everybody in here for hooking everything up. So let's. I have no idea where to start. So DJ Joge, your impressions on everything, assembly, the world, world peace. Come on.
World peace is very well.
Let's start with the overall demo compo.
Yeah. Actually, I met 2 Ukrainian and 2 Russian guys, and they were having a really good time together. So no war, just peace.
Peace,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed we have some guys I don't know, so let's do the workaround so people also know who is who, because I don't know everybody, you don't know everybody, so let's go here. Thoron, say hi and stuff and things.
Hello.
Hello, you are?
I'm Thoron.
Thoron, and you come from?
I'm from Finland, actually.
You come from Finland?
Oh, yeah. I don't speak any of those languages which you are actually fluently speaking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
DJ Joge, we know you. Metoikos, welcome back. Urs, the only man who can burp his name, welcome.
Should I? I shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. On the couch, please introduce yourself to our lovely viewers on the internet.
Hello, my name's Sean, better known as G-Signal from Nectarine. I'm Nobi of Epoch, Royal Elite Ninjas, and Tarha.
Yeah, I'm from actually too. I'm French, and I also do some of the marketing work for Demo Kerho and such. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Claw.
Yep, Dr. Claw, hello again.
Hello again. And behind that we have a...
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Satsuko. I'm from Japan.
Hello, I'm not Satsuko, and I'm not from Japan.
All right, so let's. Shall we have a general discussion, or shall I go past each one by one with your opinions? Because then we might take a while. So
shoot.
Yes, we should, of course. So because yes, because Urs, you have because you have explained the internet so good during all the sound checks. I will now give you the possibility to give you overall view on the demo compo, and if somebody disagree, feel free to screech.
Yeah, so the demo compo basically consisted of 11 entries that were basically the background to the primary screech feature that was a special first time at this year's assembly. So I timed it on my watch. It was 35.1 seconds between 2 screeches. So everybody listening on the stream, you may not have had this experience that the left side of the audio in the hall was giving off annoying screeches every 35 seconds. But let us not talk about the screeches, but the demos themselves that were actually really good, much better than the 4K compo before. I enjoyed them quite a lot, and well, everybody has opinions. I'm not sure if mine is the common one, but
try me. Go ahead.
I really liked. Well, I don't know. I really liked the first half of the compo as not the high-end stuff. That was good, and the second half of the compo as the more high-end stuff, and they were basically forming 2 levels in a way, I think. And if I had the choice, I would like to choose one winner there and one winner there. But well,
we'll come back to your favorite picks later on, I guess. Let's continue on the couch with general impressions. Branch, you can go first because you have the microphone in your hand.
What did I think about the competition?
In general, yes.
Yeah, it was pretty great, of course, and actually it might have been the best demo competition I've seen at Assembly ever. So
because
there wasn't much bad demos. I mean, most of the demos were really excellent. So I was very happy with them, and I have no complaints really.
Okay. Please press the mic to your lovely neighbor and same question.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't any like big names in the competition, but the quality was still quite high. I don't have really like thought out any good opinions yet, but yeah, I did really think the quality was higher than it could have been.
So all in all, you are happy. Let's see, who else can we ask Komaru, because he's hiding behind Thoron, but I can still see his blue t-shirt in the corner.
I have no idea what everyone just said, but...
He said that it seemed high quality even though there weren't a lot of big names, except there were at least two, but anyway.
The quality was indeed very high. I didn't recognize that many names as well either, but
one of them was
I liked the compo. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Lots of, I mean, not a whole lot of people that I recognized, and yeah, the quality was good. Yeah, so some of the first ones were certainly rough, but they were relatively good quality for being rough, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I noticed at least one, maybe two that were like, you know, my first demo kind of thing, and they were pretty good for a first release.
Okay. With the first demo, I would like to come back because we just before this segment we had the 4K intro, and the guy who did my first intro, he walked up to me and he said, "Well, thank you for being so positive about my production. I'm sure going to make more." And I think he talked to Truck also a bit on scene sets, and that seemed positive. So firsties are good.
Yeah, firsties are fantastic, and they show potential. And again, if you make a first production, go on, make a second one, continue to do these, because it's fantastic to see what you do.
And fantastic it was.
It absolutely was fantastic.
Now, because we made the mistake to give you the microphone, let's for a moment, Truck, your overall view on the demo compo, because I was sitting next to you all the time, and
right.
I could see your reactions, but not
yeah, and yes, okay, so
basically
there were some really good entries at the very beginning. There were some entries that I thought were good in the middle, and then it picked up steam again. I don't know if my favorite was from the beginning or my favorite was from the end. It was an excellent compo.
Right. May I ask Tetsuko if your because your general view, is it demo compo wise, was it great? Was it?
It was awesome.
Why? Why was it awesome?
It's hard to tell, but I'm just really overwhelmed. It was awesome. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, you are of course very welcome in our disorganized chaos.
I like how it says for Setsuo, unknown girl. Can I tell them what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the thing. The reason why I asked Setsuo to come up, Setsuo's been a fan of the demo scene in Japan for over 10 years. She's been following it. She has a blog where she interviews various demo sceners. She's interviewed Preacher, she's interviewed Kebi, she's interviewed Smash, she's interviewed Gloom. She asks very interesting questions from the perspective of someone who is very interested. I really enjoy reading her blog. On top of that, she is the person who translated the demo scene documentary, Mole Man 2. She translated it into Japanese. This is a person who is a fan, and she told me that she's now hiding, but she told me that this is a dream come true for her to come here and see this. And I remember that from my first demo party, which was Breakpoint 2003, and I really wanted to get her feelings on it. Of course, being on camera and being on this it makes a person nervous. So I'm very happy that you're here, and if you're not comfortable, just punch me.
It's worth noting that the name of her blog is 8 octaves.
Yes, that's right.
Blog is
Oh,
6
6
octaves.
octaves, yes.
Sorry, it's late.
How about you just name drop the URL, because I think a lot of people don't know it.
We'll get if we can get a piece of paper or something, then we'll write down the blog address and we'll give it to the folks so that we can post it on the screen.
Okay, let's agree, and we'll do that. And I'm pretty sure somebody will run by soon with a paper and hopefully a pen that I don't have to give mine away because it's mine. Which I also stole this pen from somebody. I have stolen. It's 3 days of assembly. I have stolen 3 pens. This is my third one without any regrets.
So is disagreement allowed? Because I actually disagree about the demo compo. In several ways.
Yes, do disagree, because this disagreement
You have to
brings,
disagree,
disagreement
frankly.
brings discussion, and discussion is good for TV.
Yes.
Go.
And disagreement is good for TV.
Come on.
Yes. So I actually say I was not a giant fan of the demo compo. There were 3 things that I really liked, but although I really appreciate the huge effort a lot of folks went to make their prods, and I was really happy to see so many new faces, there were only 3 demos that I really liked. In addition, I think there were a decent number of big names. Okay, maybe not as usual for Assembly, but we had Hedelme, you had Smash, you had Fabrausch, because we all know that last demo was Smash. It was very obviously Smash was somehow involved in that last demo. I mean, when they had the greet to CNCDA Fairlight, I laughed so loudly that people turned around to look, and I said, "Oh crap! I did that on the outside. Oops. Oh well, too late now." But that was very obviously Smash. And there might have been one more, but those are 3 that.
Okay,
but those are not my 3
all right,
favorites.
So let's do this by hand-raising votes. Who is pretty sure that Smash was involved in the last demo?
Ha!
I call that a 50-50 split. Who thinks not and who abstains? Who thinks not?
You raised your hand for he was.
No, I did
Oh,
not.
okay.
Who says, I don't care? So, Truck, why not?
Because I know that he will be at another demo party in a very short time, and I believe he will have a production there. And I don't believe even though it's Smash, I don't believe he has enough time to pull off 2 demos in 1 week. He's not Navis.
But Truck.
No, but I didn't say he actually made the demo. I said he had some kind of involvement in the demo.
Oh, you mean that they might have used Smash's demo tool to use it?
It looks looks very smashy.
In that case, if that's where we're going with this, then I would say that is a possibility, but I don't believe that is a Smash demo. I don't think that, and I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
It had a Smash feel to it, but I was mainly, in terms of the content, but I think the main thing that made me be like, about 5-10 seconds into it, I was like, oh, I know who this is the look of it. It's very Smash looking.
Except that it actually looked more to me like desktop.
Oh.
And see, that's the guy behind that look, not Smash.
Point.
Yeah, I actually overheard that desktop was part of the production, but not sure if Smash was, but that's not any official information. But yeah, desktop supposedly was, and he is largely like responsible of the looks of the Fairlight and CNCD demos.
Prominent greed. That very prominent greed. I wonder. Anyway.
Well, it's not like even if it was done by somebody else, clearly they were influenced by Fabrausch. Excuse me, the Fairlight demos.
By everybody.
Yeah,
there were lots of influences this time, but we would.
Chaos will come and hunt you for that comment, you know.
But let's drop this name.
Yeah, right.
But, what I liked is in demo is something that it has something unique, not something usual. Like there's steady performers. Like Fabrausch, it was a nice demo, but it was kind of quite stable. It's something that you can expect to see. But I'm always I find interesting when I see something like totally different, not the usual. Like I hated demos when the 3D cards became starting to appear because there was just hey, let's put some 3D graphics here without any story. And even if you have some kind of like really, I like this black and white demo, this black and white lies, because it had a kind of nice story flowing there. And then this guy running there, I don't remember the name. That was nice also.
Yeah,
Nuclei.
Yeah,
I mean, Pyro.
That was really nice.
I like the demos which have a proper story instead of just having something.
And that's very scarce.
I actually think I'm coming from the exact opposite thing, which is my favorite demo in the entire compo, which no one will agree with me about, was the Hedelme demo. The Hedelme demo was a demo that happened in your optic nerve. You had to stare at the middle of it and you could see these transformations happen. And I bet it wouldn't work if you weren't staring there. And that was my favorite demo in the entire compo and one of my favorite demos ever. I thought it was awesome.
That would have been good in a 4K combo, but
Oh,
in a
yes,
demo
point.
combo, please.
Okay, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
But I was sort of like, do something unusual, do something oh, this is something unusual. That one and colored glass. Although colored glass also felt very sort of 4K-ish.
Ooh, about the color glass.
Okay, I'll jump in on color glass because this is a command chair.
Yep.
It's one effect, but it's a really good example on how to stretch it as long as possible and make some decisions about it. And yes, it could have been a 4K, but then probably not with that soundtrack. Maybe an 8K for revision.
Yeah.
To do an 8K version. So.
Oh, which of us are you pointing at?
Both, because you were talking and I interrupted because I can.
Actually,
so now you can.
we were talking about the colored glass,
Yeah.
and as a musician, I wrote down that had the female vocals, and it was really good song. But I don't know, the production was not that great. I couldn't hear the lyrics. I wanted to hear lyrics, but the soundtrack was great. But I wanted to hear it more, like in a listening music compo. So, Colored Glass was one of the top for me. Only with the better music, I would have ranked it higher. Or a better mastering and mixing, let's say that way.
Okay. Right. See, who haven't we heard yet on global opinions here? Everybody knows that can be.
Well, I'd actually like to go back to the Black and White Lies demo.
Go ahead.
I'm really a fan of particle effects. I think that they are really the type of effects that really push the limits of hardware. And since, like, what was it, 2011, when we saw Agenda circling forth, when I saw that, it really blew my mind. And ever since then, I've always been wanting to see somebody who can really top that. Black and White Lies may not have done that, but I really like seeing somebody trying to attempt to push that further, because I don't really see much more of these particle effect type demos.
Can I contradict you? I actually hate particles. Because it's the same thing as we had in Amiga. We had like 1,000 balls going around the screen, and we had like 10,000 dots going around the screen. It's the same thing.
Yeah, different. At least we don't have like a scroller that we beat the dot record once again or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you can stay unimaginative with just hard particles, but I really like especially those soft shell particles that, like these new NVIDIA demos that they've been trying to crank out, like in the past 3 years. I really like those because they really model a good body of water.
I admit that they are probably, technically very impressive, and they sort of do look cool, but I'm getting kind of bored of them. There's too much particles in demos, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, to each their own.
Just like people bashing about ray marching, it's my opinion that you should not bash the rendering technique.
Exactly.
You should bash what comes out, and if it looks good, then it is good.
But ray marching is sort of the only option if you're doing a
Well, you
1K.
could do particles in 1K.
Well,
But there's creative ways to use ray marching, just like there's creative ways to use particles. I mean, like, there was a ray marching demo that was 2D ray marching. I don't think I've ever seen 2D ray marching before. That doesn't mean it's a good idea, but at least, it's an idea.
I would like to come back on you dissing unlimited bobs on Amiga. because that's not allowed.
That's
Okay, wait. So I'm pretty sure, Truck, you can explain how unlimited bobs on Amiga work. Go ahead. Teach Branch that this is not what a particle is.
I have programmed on 8-bit computers. I do know what you're talking about.
The huge difference is that with a particle, you actually have, you're keeping track of all these things and drawing them all on the screen. With infinite bobs, you're printing it once, leaving it there, and writing on top of it.
Well, yeah.
It's an animation trick versus an actual effect that you can do when you have more memory and more.
But still, it's the same like having 10,000 dots on the screen.
If it's done poorly, yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's true. I do like if it's well done, but I would like to see something else.
Right. Okay, so
what would you like to see?
Very much.
All right.
Actually, I would like to see some polygons again in intros and demos. But I haven't seen that much of them anymore.
Lens vectors.
Yes, bring back the lens vector. Yeah.
Copper bars.
Yeah.
Scrollers.
No, we've had scrollers. So
Back to another direction. I noticed that at least one demo had something reading like Unity in the end. So
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, but were there any some others one also?
There was another one in the middle. I can't remember which one it was.
But I guess this is a good thing because I understand that I have like once downloaded and try it so that you can do like demos much easier and you can let loose your artistic values and like inspiration instead of just like having to need the knowledge how to do the hard math and everything. I think it's good. We could get more demos like.
Well, any demo tool.
Yeah.
I mean that Werkzeug, the other ones.
But is it available?
Yeah, what was technically interesting.
Werkzeug is. Last I checked, I thought it was.
Well, what was technically interesting about this first one was the description said that it's Unity and Oculus Rift. So obviously they used the Oculus Rift to record their actual head motion as the camera motion in demo, which I had never seen before. I mean, normally cameras are animated by splines or something, but this one felt a bit more, well, it did feel a bit more jerky, but it also felt a bit more natural by having actual head motion as the camera motion in there.
I thought it looked too static because
the content
pictures.
itself was not so interesting, but it was a nice new concept to add the Oculus Rift as camera control.
Yeah.
I think one of the things about that demo wasn't just that the content was very static, but like there was a combination of different sources that didn't smoothly go together. Like with the shells, specifically the shells and the water and the sky bit, it felt not right. And I don't know why it felt not right.
Yeah.
Was it lighting or?
It was probably lighting and colors
Yeah.
themselves. I mean, the photos were very strongly saturated and the water kind of wasn't, and then the shells were different colors. And
The super dodge transition.
Yeah.
Destroy the super dodge transition,
Okay.
please.
I'm gonna, because I see somebody dying in the background, Homaru. You're being awfully quiet for yourself. So I would now.
I'm not dead yet.
So you're not dead inside yet.
Almost.
Oh.
But
So-
yeah, I like the seashell one, but that's pretty much the only thing I can say about that without. No, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Okay, no. So no. Let's see. What's your vision on ray marching versus particles?
I don't fucking care.
And on that bombshell. Yeah. So how about shall we walk through all the demos and start with that, because we had the video which proves that our trained team now has videos available which they didn't have when we started the broadcast. So yes, let's just start with entry number one, which was then a Fruit of the Mar with all the seashells. While playing it, actually, I think I heard the vocoder in the track go seashells frutos do mar. Is it, or is it?
I believe so too. I put my headphones on because I had the feed for scene set, and I think that was there. Another thing that I think this is the only demo that works on the Oculus Rift that was in the compo.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually I was rushing here to see the demo combo, and I was a little bit late, and I came to see this one, and I thought, oh shit, how many demos they have shown already? And I was seeing that this is number one. Like, wow, the quality is high. And after this came a lot of demos that felt like 4K intros. So I like the first one quite much.
Okay. Other thoughts on the seashells? Because we have mostly covered it already. So I'll just jump to number 2, Entropy by Epoch.
Actually, I would say one more thing. Yeah, on the seashells one. People were saying earlier that they didn't recognize people. I did recognize the people behind that one. Those are folks that have made demos for many years. So just wanted to put that in.
Can you name drop them, or is it
it was
the guys over there?
The guys that were, Tot and Russ Bloom, and also have Tot, Russ Bloom. I think I can think of another group, but right now, well, of course, Armada. That's the group that did it. That is, they've done demos before as Armada.
Okay, so second one, Entropy. Let's see if we can get that on the screen really quick. Then I can refresh your minds, and we go from there. Feel free to shout out in a controlled way what you feel about it. I see people pointing to the couch.
Well, I'm one of the creators of the demo, so you can ask me about it.
Okay, hereby go.
But yeah, it was started like a month ago, and it was just this dark ambient production that we decided to do, and we didn't have really. We took it like. Didn't want to put too much effort in it, but we really like the end result. And of course, the big idea behind all of it was like the very intense ending.
Yeah, I liked the ending part much more than the beginning. Couldn't you have done more of the ending part? Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, but the whole idea was that it needs to end with a bang. So it was like we had the idea that it's only 30 seconds and that's it. That's the bang. A lot of the inspiration came from the Traction demo release at Function like a while back, which had like it was Tabernacle? Like Tabernacle. That was one of our when we did the concepting. We started with that, so shout outs to Preacher and the gang.
FYI, Preacher really liked it.
Oh yeah, is he here?
Yes.
Preacher. Oh okay.
He loved it.
Okay, but yes, but
I also thought this was pretty interesting. I thought that the main part of the demo was a bit too long, but I wouldn't have thrown it out. Like Urs is like, I just like the end, but I like the beginning, and I like that it goes on for a while. I just wish it was a little shorter. That's all.
Yeah, like a couple of days ago, our coder was like saying that maybe we should drop the end. We don't have time to do that. No, fuck, we need to do it. This whole part, it's the whole like idea behind the demo. So yeah.
I saw the big bang coming, but I didn't suspect that it was going to go bang and then keep going for a little while like that.
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was just going to be like boom and then that's it. Kind of like the end of Texas, for example.
Yeah, well, we just needed to have like the sweet spot. That's it's not too long, but it's not just like bang, 5 seconds and that's it.
That was cool.
Also, this was the demo that the screech fit basically organically into. I mean, I didn't notice that it was wrong in that demo.
Yeah. The guy sitting next to me was also like, well, I wonder if he's part of the soundtrack. So, but well, we had luck with that.
Mm-hmm. It's luck because I was sitting next to you again.
I loved everything about this demo. It was one of my favorites in the compo. When the ambient part was playing, I thought, wow, somebody actually had the balls to show this to the assembly audience. And also, it somehow or other, it got through pre-selection. Mm-hmm. I did not see the ending coming because I was thinking, okay, this is actually going to stick through and just be an ambient thing. When it hit, it was just, I just yes! And when it kept going, it was just, yes, absolutely love this demo?
Yeah, the whole also it was just meant that the listener gets like lulled into this like false sense of like that the demo is about to end, and then they zone off, and then okay, next round, and then boom. Yeah.
All right. So that's all for entropy. Good. Entry number 3, Last Day of Escapism by Paraguay. My notes were part Amiga 1200, part Amiga 500 style demo.
It is a pretty new group, and I think their first release was last year at Alt Party, so they've actually come quite a bit of way already. It looks much better what they're doing.
Is this the Purple Trees?
It is the Purple Trees, yes.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
So who is the girl? That's the mystery to me. Is it one of their girlfriends?
I think Paraguay is an all-girl demo group, so.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, until you said that I didn't click it.
Yeah, they did.
Somebody
Yeah,
missed.
they did. Okay. They have progressed in their quality, so that's good. So keep it on.
Yeah. I mean, it still is not at the top-notch level, but it's getting there, and thumbs up.
All right. I'm going to give my notes on the 4th name to a native Finnish speaker, because I have my limits.
Rahkasammalten sielunvaellus.
Try saying that again 10 times fast.
No.
So, okay. That was entry number 4, unpronounceable Finnish title by Quadtrip.
Also untranslatable.
Yeah, well, and
Well, it was something about moths. It was the preacher translated. He said it's something about moths transcending or something.
well, yeah, it's.
Although that was very fast.
This was one of the demos that 1 I didn't get, and 2 the screech fitted in quite good.
Yeah, but at least it was different.
Explain, please do.
Well, it's different.
It was different.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's interesting that they actually got through the this pre-selection. You can say that this is dull because it's so simple or something, but it's art. It's like it's hard to explain, but it looks good.
Any other art fans in our?
I thought it was very. Well, knowing the guys, Vishu and the other guys from Bilo Trip, I assume that since it's used, this is their new name, I suppose. They're now done making Bilo Trip demos, and now they will make Quad Trip. But it's very much a demo in the style that they like to do. They like to experiment with patterns and doing things like this, and I found it enjoyable. I'm not sure it will come anywhere close to anywhere but the bottom, but I will watch it again.
Let me explain that art thing again, because usually when you have digital art in some museums and some official place where there's no demo scene, this is the style where how the electronic art is presented. The way that we have in common the way we understand demos are supposed to be. They are not the way that the real art is usually presented. So this is more like real art.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I don't say is the real art better or worse than the way
the
we
part
are.
with the diamonds, though, the noise with the diamonds, I liked that one piece. So, yeah.
All right, we've already covered. Let's see that one. So then 5th one by White Load, Processeia, if I pronounce it correctly. A long city walk with things falling off is. Yes, Urs, you are nodding so you get the microphone.
Yeah. That I think was also a WebGL demo, and I think it is part of. It is showing some of the features that the WebGL system there has. I think there could be more. I mean, it's mostly static geometry and one object walking most of the time, and I think there could be much more happening in terms of colors, flashes, things. Maybe that's not their style. This way, for me, it's a little bit boring, but it is obviously telling a story, so that's something.
Okay, Branch? Or your neighbors? Because Branch or your neighbors, if you have any.
I cannot hear what you're saying, but I have to say that.
Branch or your neighbors?
Go ahead.
I could say something actually. I'm kind of sad that all the WebGL demos are not that very good. But I'm hoping that this guy will show one day everyone that WebGL is really awesome, a really awesome platform. Because this guy obviously has, or guys have, or gals have potential. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are multiple good WebGL demos. It's not because this might not be your favorite that therefore WebGL sucks.
There's quite a lot of beginners trying to do stuff on WebGL, and it seems to have a pretty bad reputation. But what can you do? I'm trying to do a better WebGL demo for Payback, so let's see.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how Uncle X morphed into your body. Those statements could have come straight out of Uncle X's mouth. That's basically what he was saying at stream.
So is there nobody else who says no? WebGL is great.
No, I don't remember much about this particular production. I remembered it was Wide Load, and I know Wide Load has made productions before. This is the one that I will have to watch again at home because I couldn't watch it because of the screeching. The screeching actually detracted so much from this particular production that it made it unwatchable for me. I found out also during this compo that actually it was something that we couldn't do anything about. But at the beginning of this and halfway through, I just wanted them to stop and restart this one so that I could actually enjoy it. So since and it's unfortunate that it happened, but yeah, I wasn't able to enjoy this one in the compo because of that screeching. So I'll have to watch it again.
All right. Next one we have already covered a bit by Hedel My Snug. But Heukes, you loved it. Other ones didn't.
I don't know if anybody did not love it. Nobody said anything.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
It's rotating things with lights.
It should have been. I mean, it probably should have been a 4K, but I mean, it was very minimal, but it did something unique because as you stare at it, if you stare at it right, it evolves. And I've never seen another demo that is a visual trick that happens in your optic nerve because you're staring at it just right.
I am staring at it and I'm seeing nothing.
Well, I don't know. It did it for me. It was sort of. Sometimes I think a minimal demo can be kind of a brave thing to make. I mean, you guys did that. Oh, he went away.
He went away because he's in a hurry.
Okay. Well, entry number 2 did that as well.
That's 1 down, 2, 4, 6, 10 to go.
Yes. Well, I'd say entry number 2 did that as well, but what I really liked about this one, okay, I'm biased because I've liked other things by Hedel May, was there was a sense of depth that changed. There was a depth of field that shifted.
In a 2D demo?
For me, yes.
Okay.
Maybe I just have really bad vision or my glasses are crap. I don't know. But I loved this one. Like, that part, the faster it spins, suddenly it becomes this 3D thing and emerges from the screen.
I'm looking at a traffic cone from above.
This is what rules. When you have some people, I mean, this is why you should always make demos that you like and then show them to people, and hopefully some other people will like it. But someone will always like what you have done, and just because not everyone else likes it doesn't make it bad. Somebody out there will actually enjoy the thing, and this is what rules about the scene and this type of thing, is that you can present something that will work for you and a couple other people, and some people won't like it and other people will be like, yes, this is the best thing ever.
Who liked it besides me?
I did. It's pretty good.
Okay, yes, I'm not crazy.
Excuse me,
I'm not gonna
I thought it was one of the best demos in the competition, but this assembly place is actually a pretty bad place to show it, because it's an ambient demo and it should be released at some smaller party.
Like?
Yeah, there's too much lighting, for example.
No, I know. Like what smaller party?
Stream.
Well, no, because it's like every time I see an ambient demo here, revision, whatever, everyone's like, you should release it at some smaller party. And I'm like, which smaller party?
Well,
and no one can ever answer that question. Anyway.
I think Ed Party takes remote entries.
Well, yes, that party does take remote entries.
Yes.
And we have a nice screen, and we have giant subwoofers and the rest. So yes.
Well,
We're
yes.
really happy.
Screech.
We don't have screeching.
Yes, we don't have screen. Hey, that was a low blow, man. Stuff happens.
The screech ruined it for me. It was like, just hearing it now, the music sounds beautiful, but the screech just killed it for me.
Absolutely, yes.
I was too zoned.
Totally.
Why did you like it, Urs?
Colors were nice, style was nice. It didn't do much, but I liked it.
Okay, so
Yeah, like it had style and it followed and it was polished style.
Yes.
So it was
yes.
ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Polish
Very
is worth something.
nice, but after a little while, sort of like, okay.
I'm gonna re-involve Homaru again because I want to.
Yes. So my opinion on that demo. Well, I like the fact that they made something, but I didn't really care for it that much. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that was an interesting response. So I think then quite opposite to the minimal aspect. And to number 7, jitter by division was completely opposite.
Yeah.
With everything blowing up in a style we have without a doubt seen before, but with good execution. Dr. Clark, can you start here if you want to?
It certainly looked nice. The production values were high. I'd probably, due to the variety of effects that were going on in here, even though they were mostly just different variations on exploding things, I thought it was pretty decent. But at the same time, it's not like I haven't seen this sort of demo before, and it's not like it completely gets away from the last demo, which was just the spinny thing in the middle. This was a series of explosions going on and on and on. And, you know, polished, nice. I think I probably liked it a little better than the Hedelme one, but it didn't really do a whole lot more for me than that.
All right. Comments, agreements, disagreements?
I would say that it reminded me of their previous demos, so a bit too much actually. So they should do next time something different, maybe.
I like that it was nice, loud, fast, and had explosions. And in some parties it might have won. Here probably it was too much of just loud, fast explosions and too little of anything else.
And an absolute lack of coder colors.
Yeah, it had coder. This was an example of good use of coder colors, where the coder colors were not in the way because it was just explosions.
Loud, fast explosions.
Yes.
Well, we were kind of lacking demos like that until this point.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, it did its.
just call
It
it
had
digital
its part
dynamite.
in the compo, definitely.
Because
the compo.
it's like the unannounced middle of the compo time to wake up and get back from your piss break demo.
Yeah. It had the good things that the Epoch demo had. This one had as well. It was the last part of the Epoch demo. This one would have complemented each other really well.
Maybe it's an idea.
With so many explosions, you could use this as a Kilo Audio's demo also shortly.
Well, let's suggest it to Hall AV and see if they want to put on a text over it next year and see how it goes from there. More on jitter, anyone?
I actually thought this was a little bit more of a change for Division from their demos, say, last year and the year before. Yeah, it is in the same direction that they go, but I felt they were trying some new things. I also would like to see them do some more demos. I think one of the difficulties that I have with what they're doing is that it doesn't progress enough from year to year. And maybe if they made more demos than just one a year for assembly, that they might progress more. And yes, I realize I never actually release anything, so it's I know how difficult it is, but I like what I saw. I'd like to see it be a little more finished.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not releasing anything. Your crate count is at how much now?
We'll talk about that at the end of the year after I do actually get that demo done for the Finnish Amiga party.
Which is when?
That is in late November.
In around here. Okay.
In Finland. Yes.
In Finland. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's Finnish and Amiga.
And if you attend, you have to submit something.
I have to show up both with a demo, and I don't get in if I don't have a demo, and also even if I don't get in, I still have to buy Dairos, Joge, Decipher,
and someone else.
Yeah, 2 other guys. I have to buy them cases of beer if I don't actually show up with my demo. So it's going to cost me quite a bit of money if I don't actually finish one. So,
how about launching that idea for the old school demo limit?
I agree, and actually that is a good point. Mass props to the guys that have done that for the previous thing, but. After I get finished, I'm going to challenge them to have the same thing for the old school compo for next year. We should have the same bet for it.
You want more old school demos, get the North Americans to send stuff. Now that you have remote entries, we're constantly drowning in wild and old school over there. We have like this giant rain of that, and then 1 or 2 modern demos.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Actually, that might be a good idea because I know where you will
exactly where I'm going with that one.
Okay, now because shutting talk up makes for bad TV programs. More on jitter, or shall we continue to colored glass? We've already covered it, but covered glass, and Urs has something to say because I see him waving quietly.
No, I was just gesticulating.
Anyway, you're on, so go.
Okay, colored glass. I have to say that I actually don't remember much of it.
The one with the lacy patterns.
Yes.
Lots of lacy patterns.
Yeah. It was
around.
just lacy patterns. Yeah. What can I say? The soundtrack was good, and it was just fractals. It was a nice choice of fractals, but it was just fractals.
See, I thought the same thing. That was a nice choice of fractals, but it was just fractals. But then I looked at, I'd say 3 things made me actually like it. One of them was the use of the focal length of the camera, as it were, the blur around, and the way they were shifting that, and the way they were modifying the light. But I felt like the beat syncing detracted, actually. And wow. Bloom, I'm sorry, I agree with you about the music.
Yeah, because I was just going to Joge. You've been awfully quiet for the last 15 minutes.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, well, oh yeah. Well, the bass sound killed the vocal sound in the hall. You could hear like, and listening, what is the female singing? Like nothing, but in a better mixing, it would have been a really great demo soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And mixing in the hall, or mixing in the demo?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So mixing at what level? Mixing in the demo, or mixing in the speaker system, or?
I don't know, was it the speaker system of the assembly hall or what, or in the demo soundtrack itself, but I just could hear the really irritating loud noisy bass, like and it killed vocal sounds and everything.
Although I was noticing that in some of the music compos too, were you? Where there was too much bass and I couldn't tell if it was the production of the thing, so...
Definitely. There were some songs that were overwhelmed by the bass in both music competitions.
Realistically, with a lot of music, people will do like a radio edit and a club version. And realistically, if you're going to be making something to release at a party like this, you should probably make the party mix for the party, because the sound system is going to sound this way at most parties, and you should probably mix to that. And if you don't know what it sounds like, you should probably just take your best guess and don't hype anything too much.
And
That's what I'd say.
And maybe underhype your bass.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
your
the
bass
subs are
belong
always
to
really
us.
powerful in these venues.
That was
to
really
to
bad
that
fun.
end, you can also talk to several of the folks who are making soundtracks for other parties. They often will help you to learn how to master your track. Because when they're listening in the compos, they want to hear it sound good. So they will help you if you don't know how, or if you want to know how it might sound. You don't necessarily have to give them your track, but you can ask them for suggestions on how you should master it.
Yeah, that, and I mean, even if you're too shy to do that for some reason, you can always listen to soundtracks of demos that you like, that you've maybe seen, that have placed highly. Listen to those through your speakers, see what they sound like, look at them through an analyzer if you don't have good speakers, and try to emulate that sort of curve.
The voice in my head tells me that we are running out of time shortly.
Okay.
Okay, then the voice in my head, please tell me what, because I can't hear you over our guest, so please talk to me now. Okay, somebody has an SMS message and should read that. So please, Truck, you should have an SMS. Okay, so in meanwhile...
Am I supposed to read it publicly?
Oh God.
But in the meanwhile...
Don't be Bloom yelling at us.
This was an interesting demo, but did you notice that how we focused on the soundtrack on this demo? That there's a demos where we are purely focusing on the effects on, and we kind of ignore the whole soundtrack. And then there's a demos where we kind of ignore the graphics, and we are purely focused on the soundtrack.
But that was the only demo that had the vocals.
Yeah. But it's something that the soundtrack is something that it gets noticed. But it's truly amazing and brilliant demos are the ones which have both. Like amazing effects, something like special, and soundtrack that actually supports that. So that it's in the right balance. And this was probably more like a good soundtrack.
Okay, Truck, you are smirking.
We forgot. It's Keops' birthday.
Is it?
Happy birthday, Keops.
Happy birthday, Keops. Happy birthday, Keops.
En dan, oké.
Bon anniversaire.
Yes. Gelukkige verjaardag, 3 kussen onder bomma. Oh, goed. Okay, please share the joke if you want to.
No, I'm not telling you.
No.
No. We're not telling you.
You're not telling me. Okay.
We're not telling you.
Wait,
You're not
was
telling
it?
me?
Oh crap.
No,
never
we'll
mind.
tell you later.
I no
It was
longer
the
like
other
you.
week, actually.
That's good.
But-
I'm not going to tell you about the other SMS messages that I got.
I just realized the joke before you. Yeah. Oops, Facebook.
Yeah, well, don't make me look at my phone. So, we were at Colored Glass, yes?
We were at Colored Glass.
You were at Colored Glass,
Yeah.
okay. More on that. While I browse through Truck's his phone for a bit, and then go from there. Don't give me your phone upside down.
It was right side up when I had it.
Indeed. Yeah, well. Yes.
Thought you might be interested.
So I guess nobody has a comment on Colored Glass.
I think we've
We liked it, but we got
been there.
derailed.
We've completely left on one tangent, took 3 lefts, and we're somewhere out in Maine.
Maine, really, not Montreal.
Well, okay. Let me try a bridge there, because you can get a train to Maine, and then the next one is Farbrush trained.
Oh.
Hey, I can have my moment. Yay! Hey, watch out. I almost get paid for this, so fuck off. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. Fuck.
Would you like to make a comment?
I think I really like this one, obviously, and I thought that Farbrush just goes into the new era of Farbrush. I don't know. I don't know about the technical side, so I'm just saying from a artistic, but it's really new. I felt, I loved it.
Well, it is, and you have, in my view, you have two kinds of Firebrush demos. You have the arty flybys and you have the action thing, and this is a third kind of Firebrush demo. Chuck.
Yeah, I would agree. The previous demos that Visualize and Melwin have done, kind of the Nordic division of Firebrush in some ways. They've been more along the lines of the extremely art stuff. And this is an interesting combination of the tech, more of the German style Firebrush, the tech stuff and that type of design, and also kind of a re-emergence of Visualize style. Of course, he doesn't have one particular style, but you could see Visualize in this one.
Who else can see Visualize or?
I wrote only one thing for my note before the pen broke down, but it says overlays. Like the start of the demo had huge amount of overlays or like a different stuff. I don't know the technical terms, but in a visual way, there were like lots of layers, overlays on top of each other's.
Well, and what I also see in here is what you've seen on the screen is that this is what was it, the first one in competition with really huge scenes. Most demos were like all compact and all in a little box, while this one it pulls open. I prefer this kind of demos. So, Sean, because you've been awfully quiet for a while.
Well, I like the demo in the sense that it had this very peculiar realism to it. Like looking at the beginning where it's leaving the train yard, I thought, wow, this looks a lot like Basila. But on the other hand, when the train was pulling into the second platform or station, whatever you want to call it, I saw that the quality didn't look so good. I could actually see some portions of the other end of the station, they were flickering.
There were some rendering bugs, I'll give you that, yes.
So that's my only gripe about it. But other than that, it was a pretty good demo.
All right, so and how much does Haumaru care about this one?
Yeah, I liked it. It was nice.
These are good. And nice, this, ladies and gentlemen,
we will.
That is the best review ever.
this is what people tune in for.
We will now call you the one-word Dutchman.
Thank you.
That's 2 words. Dankjewel is 1 word.
Springer.
Graag gedaan.
Moeder, jongen. Thoron.
Yeah. One way of thinking, if you could judge demos by quality, and then you would have a different quality of demos. You would have like really cheap, handmade, homemade, something like Raftian. Then you would have industrial strength, like cleaner.
German.
Yeah, just heavy duty. So the Firebrush is like always the industrial strength, heavy duty cleaner. It's the perfect, the best you can money can buy.
But?
No buts.
No buts? We have a fan.
Yeah.
Dr. Thoron?
It was nice. I also like trains, so I kind of liked it for that reason. I did feel like overall it was pretty safe. Definitely a Werkzeug kind of demo, you know. But as Frankie was saying, it was nice because you finally got more of a world that things were happening in.
You had that in Rove, though.
Oh, sorry.
Thoron, go ahead. And
Did you notice that if you are industrial quality, then you need to be safe?
Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
I've wondering when watching the demo, I was thinking it except for you, Dr. Claude, there's also another train not in the demo scene, and that's Camp. I really wonder what Scamp would think of this demo because Scamp loves trains.
Well,
Hello,
there are
Scamp,
also a
by
lot
the
of
way.
trains in ASD demos.
Yeah. The
So is there
from
now?
Breakpoint.
Okay, so now we go a convergence between ASD and Firebrush. Go.
A what?
A coming together of ASD and Firebrush on train demos.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think this is a very ASD-ish demo. It's the same
It has
kind
trains.
of train. It's even the same kind of train, if I recall correctly. but-
Hang on.
Brain
Yeah,
control.
right.
They had the train demo too.
Yeah, train control, but brain control, and last year's the winner by Pyrotech also had trains.
Yeah,
Yes.
part of the guy had
Well,
a
that
train
one was
too.
the ASD spoof.
Okay, so are trains the new red ribbons?
Are trains
Yes.
the new what?
Are trains the new red ribbons?
New head hibbons?
Trains are the new ribbons.
Can
Trains,
somebody please translate?
trains are the new ray marching.
Maybe maybe trains
No.
are the new Lego guys.
I'm sorry, spiky balls still seem way too common.
What's wrong with spiky balls?
Nothing, there's just
Okay,
a lot
good.
of them.
So
They're good for picking up
Well,
blimps.
I mean, if you think about it, a train is sort of like, especially when they're kind of wobbly and they're not necessarily going along the tracks how you'd expect, you know, they're kind of like really complicated ribbons.
No, but they're, the thing is, no, but they're, oh God.
we have seen. Yes, we agree.
This is true.
So enough with the trains. Let's go with robots. Nuclei by Pyrotech. It was not again you, Frank. You go.
Great. It was great. It was better than anything they have done before. So good. Make it even better. But actually, it was really good, and I actually liked the models in it, and there were actually a lot of good effects in it. Sometimes they have made demos that didn't have that many effects, but this one did, so I'm very happy.
I have to agree. This demo really contended against Trained, and it just the shading effects of the lighting on the robot in the beginning. It was so like spot on. It was really solid.
And it had a likable main character. That's uncommon for a demo.
Seriously.
You know, honestly, except for the part where they switched to being transparent and for the credit sequence, my main nitpick with this was that I was not a fan of the textures. And I'm not saying it's a bad demo. It's a very impressive technically demo. It just was not my kind of demo. So.
Does Humaru care?
What did you say? Sorry, I really cannot hear anything
He
you're
said,
talking
what did you
about.
think of the demo?
There's a speaker right
He
behind
said,
me.
what did you think of the demo?
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I like the story. No more waffles for you, big man.
Too many words. The Huamu seal of approval. I liked it. It was nice.
Okay, Thoron.
I always like sweet robots running around in abandoned nuclear facility and then dropping for the sky. But it was really stylish. It was really nice. I especially like the falling down the robots and
the
crates.
greetings part.
Yeah.
Okay.
That reminded me of TBL.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I'll mention the greetings part. Wasn't that the Commodore 64 ROM font that they used for the greetings?
Because it looked so much like the in
like
the
it.
Suicide Barbie part from TBL, I missed the font.
Okay, so you used the font. Did anybody else miss the font on this? No.
I can't remember what it looks like now.
Oh, well, that's fine. It's my brain, not yours.
It was
I accept.
Commodore style font.
Yes. Well, it wasn't squarey. Okay.
If we,
It was really
if we
funny
get
when
the
Yeah,
Robot
very,
did
like,
the thumbs
smashy.
up for the wide
Yeah,
load.
so-
I was laughing.
Yeah, it was a big thumbs up. So there was, I think, the overall direction in the demo was more or less spot on. Yes, I could agree that the entire running part was maybe a bit too long with the transparent robot, but all in all, this was one of the few demos with an actual storyline. in there.
Something I liked about it is that you don't necessarily see very many demos where there's an animated character running around. I mean, we saw one earlier, but that was kind of the stilted stick man. But this one I thought was pretty good, except for when the robot did the flip in the tunnel. It just sort of felt like the robot was weightless and made of computer polygons. Other than that, I thought it was really nice, and I think this is one of my favorites in the compo, just because it had animation, and not just that, but the lighting was so nice with the animation as well, and very detailed, and
this
had a story, you know.
Yeah, this bit was my favorite bit of that demo.
Mine too.
bit.
Mine too. Yeah.
Okay. Am I comparing it to Astro Boy?
You could. It does look a bit Astro Boy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that one thing is interesting. You said it already, that he was running too long in that tunnel, and I see this quite often. I've used this demo critically now. Like coders are falling in love with their effects that they cannot let go. They say, hey, I have spent awful amount of time, so I need to use this for a long time, and it's for somebody who's saying it for the first time, they like it's too long, don't do it. And it's not just this demo, it's many demos that you just continue with the same effect. It would be really nice in a way that you could afford let it go. Just even though you have to spend a huge amount of time and effort to make some nice effect, just do it short enough. Not too much.
Okay.
I'm speaking.
All right. More on nuclei and robots and tunnels.
I thought that it was very interesting that they put this after Farbrausch, in that I kind of felt after the Farbrausch demo, how are this? You know, you had already sort of mentioned that it wasn't the last one. And I was like, okay, who on earth is going to follow that up? And I found, of course, they won last year, and some of the criticism that I heard of their stuff, and yeah, okay, it is the C64 font. Yeah. Or, no, that's the arcade font. That's the arcade font. That's where we recognize it from.
Yes, it's the arcade font.
But some of the criticism from the past year about their previous demo was that some of the parts didn't fit, and I think they actually worked on that this year, and I think it's more coherent with the story all the way through.
I'll give you that. Number 11, last demo in compo, was the black and white lies.
Smashy thing.
We already covered it.
I love it.
As well, so
I have a confirmation on that. It's not Smash.
Oh.
Not even no Smash involvement at all.
Not
what about
that.
desktop?
We're not going to say that.
Well,
but
that's
we
all
are
I
going to
was
say
saying.
that it is not Smash's demo.
Oh no, I didn't say it was his demo. I said there was Smash involvement.
Okay. What I'm hearing when you say Smash involvement is it's Smash's demo.
No. When I mean involvement, like using somebody's
Smash
engine or something.
fixed a bug.
What?
This has Smash fixed a bug.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
You say bug in the same way as you say Yule's bag.
Yule's bag.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the actual southern part of my accent coming through.
So did desktop work on it, I wonder. Anyway.
All right, so more on black and white lies.
Apart from the particles, the typography was excellent. I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know how people do it. I'm very bad at typography, but I do recognize good typography, and this is it.
Okay.
What, you don't like arcade font?
Nah.
And that's for somebody who has a Neo Geo t-shirt.
Well, you know the reason I thought, actually I will say, the reason I thought it was a Smashy demo wasn't just the style, it was the sarcasm.
You like big butts and you cannot lie.
And what it came, it said, love comes back, it always does. I like big butts and I do not lie. I mean, just the juxtaposition, it's very sarcastic. There are many sarcastic demo sceners, but immediately sort of, it was one of the bread grains that led me to my incorrect assumption.
Okay.
I think you may actually be applying desktop style to Smash.
This could very much be the case, because when people work together too much, you start to being unable to tell them apart.
And it's one of the reasons why Smash was saying for a couple of years, okay, we're going to take the Fairlight off of there because people are thinking it is my demo and it's desktop. It's the desktop. It's Mazor. It's the guys that I'm working with. It's not me. It's all of us, but especially them. That's what I heard him saying a few times.
Okay, Thoron.
One thing again, haha.
One thing again. One more thing.
But what I liked here is this is one of those demos with the distinctive style, really good style, and those demos that you can show to anybody, and you don't have to explain that this is demo, this is art. Everybody can understand.
It's a music video.
Yeah, but it's more like still art because everybody can catch it. It's not just a music video. It have like a style and art and well, I don't know about the message, but I like it.
Okay. Before I continue, I'm going to ask the voice in my head to ask how much time we have left because we're coming up on midnight. Okay, thank you. So overall. Now I know how much time we have left and you don't, which is really great. So thank you, voice.
That's from Hamaru, how is it?
Yes, so Mr. One-word Dutchman.
One-word wonder, what?
Bla bla bla.
Ja, wat wil je?
Ja, vond het een beetje goed of was het in
Nou, ik heb me uitstekend vermaakt.
Uitstekend vermaakt, ja. Maar dat kunnen we dan wel iets mee doen, denk ik. Ja. So, one word. Because you're too talkative. And not Amiga.
Jarig.
Yes.
Rot op.
Yes. No. Glicksplit. We need Wop is jarig. We need it to happen. So yeah. Okay. Let's see because more on black and white lies. Nope. Everything has been said. What needs to be said.
It first looked like a one effect demo, but when the face came on there.
Yeah, well, let's call it badly the animation part because it's not.
At this point, I looked like a wow. It's not the one effect demo. It's something more, and the eye thing and everything later on. Great.
Yep, I agree to that. So if we have to predict favorites. And possible compo winners from each and every one of you. Let's just go from my center to my truck. And
actually, I'm not going to tell my favorite because I'm going to tell you about Demokerho. You should come to Demokerho if you're planning to create someday demos and you don't know how. So if you would like to do code or graphics or music or something like that, then you should consider to come to Demokerho, which is in Helsinki in Sörnäinen, and if you Google it, you will find more information about Demokerho. So please come to Demokerho.
And what was your favorite demo? And what was your favorite demo?
Epoch.
Sean.
I'd have to say my first demo. That was a real surprise to me. It was great. I loved it.
All right.
I loved the end of the Epoch demo and the Pyrotech one, so either one of them is fine for me.
No, you have to kill your babies, so...
Okay, then Epoch it is.
Epoch it is. Why?
Because it was so nice and loud at the end.
With a bang.
With a bang. It went out with a good bang.
Okay, it was a bang. Matoikas, you are looking in awe.
No, I thought Dr. Claw was next to us. I was trying to stay out of the way.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you for staying out of the way. Dr. Claw, go ahead.
I already said that I like the Pyrotech demo. That was my favorite. Though I could see some of the others like Black and White Lies possibly winning as well, or maybe the Farbrush demo. Just you know.
Yeah. So.
Due to polish.
Okay, Matoikas, please.
Sure. Well, first the Hedelme demo, second Colored Glass, and third the Farbrush demo.
All right, Joge.
First Farbrush and then Black and White.
Thoron?
I think the Black and White was excellent. nice. And then the first one, I like it that also. And then that artistic demo, which the name I don't remember.
The one with the colors.
Yes.
Okay. Wil ik het weten?
You're asking, so I'm going
Yes,
to
I
tell you.
am.
Jitter, because fast pace and explosions.
Yeah.
I can't choose which, but I love them. I love all of them.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Truck.
It is really hard. It is really hard.
It is really
I
hard.
really liked Black and White. I really liked Trains. It's Farbrosh 70 Train, right?
Yes.
Yes. Really liked that. And what was the name of the second one again? It was
second one, Entropy Epoch.
Yeah, the Entropy one.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know which of those three I prefer. Those are the three that that are at the top for me. I also I liked the first one. There weren't any of them that I didn't like, but those are the top three. Those are the top three for me, and I'm not going to pick one now.
All right. So I see. Okay, it's going to be between Firebrush Trained, Nuclear Pyrotech, and then there is an outsider for Entropy.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
So those are the things that we see, and not saying that we're right. And people should always vote the way that they should vote for themselves. So by the way, so people go vote. That's important. So that's this compo. How about your general overall assembly? Because we've had more than one compo. We've had dozens. So if you had to pick from any compo, it can be fast graphics, fast music, dance music, listening music, 1K, 4K demo. What stood out, and preferably why? Metroicus, you're gonna wait.
I wasn't doing anything.
No, you were
dancing.
Yeah, you were going bouncy castle. So
my favorite compo. I have to say I'm very, very pleased with the demo competition, and I'm very pleased with the 1K compo. So yeah, no special reason. They were just good.
Which entry? Yes, which entry?
All of them. I don't want to say any specific entry because there were so many. I'm sorry. Yeah, no specific entry. Sorry.
Okay, Sean.
For me, I mean, I said it previously. My first demo. I know you were talking about the demo compo, but
yeah.
It just stuck out to my mind. I really like that one.
I think I personally preferred the 1K by Digimind and Keen because that did something. I like that.
So what did it do?
Well, they had the best atmosphere of all the 1Ks, I think. And
which one was it?
In the 1K combo, the one that was shown last, the one with the stars.
Stellar Driftwood, I think.
Oh. Yeah.
By Barale and Uzi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Metroicus.
Oh.
Same question.
1K, Stellar Driftwood. Hands down. No contest. I mean, I really, really liked some of the demos, but Stellar Driftwood gave me the goosebumps. Okay. I was like, you could do this in a 1K? You did this? You what? I just was staring in awe. Obviously, there are things I don't know.
All right. Now, as a musician, Joge, are you going for the music combos or are you staying with...
I wasn't that fan of the music combos this year, but I would go for 1K also. But sorry, Rale and Uzi, but it was the mega structure, that one. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Claw?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. That was my favorite thing at the party.
Mega structure?
Yeah. That was great. And I thought that all of the 1Ks were really nice. I'm glad that Assembly does that compo because it's really cool.
You really need to be
exterminated.
So I want Truck's feedback on that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the one-trick pony compo.
But yeah, okay. I admit I am not as well, but it was good.
It was a good one. I would like to have a break from it. We can come back to it after a point, but I think it has I really think it's run its course. We've seen some really good stuff now. I just don't want to see it become something along the lines of what some people feel that the old school compos have become, scroller compos, or like Thoron was saying, when you show the effect too darn long because, oh, I did this and it's great. I think we have the possibility of going to that point, and I think we should just take a break from the 1Ks and do something else that allows people to be innovative and creative, and then maybe come back to this and the 1Ks and allow people to continue there. I just I think that it could peak, and this would be a good peak, and I don't want to see it fall off. That's really where I'm concerned.
But is there any progression possible in your?
I'm not going to say no, but I just don't. It's going to take very, very. What could happen at this point is that people who are really good at creating content in 1K could just take this and leave everybody else behind. Kind of like what people were saying about Smash and ASD for a while. They were making such good demos that people didn't feel that they could compete. And one of the things that I hear about the 1K compo is that it's a good entry point. And yeah, some of these were of the point of next level stuff. And maybe if this stops being something that's a good entry point, and maybe if we moved the entry point from the 1K to the 4K, because the 4K can be a good compo.
Or 8K.
Or 8K, yeah. Something size limited, but that allows you the space to do something.
I'm gonna...
Tell me to shut up.
Thank you for your rant. You have had your 5-minute rant of assembly now.
Good. Do I still get to say which one, what my favorite thing was at the end?
In a minute, because we first have to go to the silent Dutchman.
I was mostly outside for the party, but my most favorite entry was Jitter in the PC demo combo.
Because of Boom?
Yes.
So on... Yes, you.
Yeah, well, I was mostly working, so I missed most of the combo. But I saw the demo combo, then 4K and real wild combos. But that's good because I really like those. Naturally, demo combos is always to ground rule, so you always love it. But I like 4K. It's always interesting. It's just right size for me because there's enough room to make something interesting. And what I always really like is the real wild combo, even though it was like this sort of like LED screen. I like the stuff. Like last year they had this magnificent metro sign, and they made excellent like real wild demo there. So I like especially real wild demos.
Okay.
Your favorite thing?
Well, 1K, 4K, and also demo compo. It was great. The first I came here, I was really kind of worried because there's a lot of gamers. So I thought this is going to be much more like a gaming-oriented party. But when I saw the demo compo, I felt that I think I understand why everybody wants to win this.
Indeed, well, because if you were looking before the big screen, the people there was no single seat free. There were people sitting on the floor everywhere.
Right.
We know there are not that many demo sceners, true demo sceners in the hall.
Never seen that.
So,
and I just only saw it on the stream, so saw it on the real thing, and the big speaker and loud music, and also the big, big screen and effects, and it's just overwhelming, and it's really fantastic.
Okay. Now a dangerous thing, truck.
Honestly, my favorite thing is hearing someone else come to a demo party for the first time and having the type of reaction that what you are having. This is the type of thing that happens to people. This is absolutely my favorite thing of this demo party, is the fact that you came here. I was afraid that we were going to have a year where there weren't very many folks from outside of Finland coming in. And it is true, we haven't had as many, but I've been surprised by the folks, our friends that have shown up. But yeah,
Okay.
I was not expecting you to be here, and I'm just so glad you are.
There are even 2 guys from USA.
Exactly. Yes. No idea who. So I'm gonna add my favorite, and it's a tie between Jitter and Nuclei for me. Anyway, although we had a very nice K, I cannot prefer a 1K intro. That's not. I just can't do it. All right. So this was assembly for the demo part. I think it's been great. Who agrees?
Yeah.
2 hands, everybody. Okay, lovely. There are other demo parties in the world coming up next week. Evoke next week. Soon after that, Bundesliga no demo days.
That's right.
Then are we missing something in the
Chaos Constructions is after that.
Yes. There also is Demo Splash in the US.
Yes.
Coming up. Some Hungarian thing, I think.
Function is at the same weekend as Demo Splash, yes.
Okay. So there are many places to go. Here in Finland, we have Payback
In January.
Payback will be in January.
Yes.
Finish Amiga Party will be in November.
If you come with the production, Simulatio is back.
Simulatio will be back next year. I didn't see a date yet, but it will be back next year.
It will be back. So plenty of places to go.
Kindergarten will in Norway. This will be their 20th anniversary.
End of October.
No.
Very beginning of November.
Beginning of November, correct? Yeah.
And TRSAC 2 weeks before that.
Yeah,
in Denmark.
I was conflicted because I can never make TRSAC because I have a thing in Belgium every week, and so TRSAC should move.
You talk to the Danes about that.
Indeed. Okay, good. I think we can round up here. So, guys, thank you all for joining. I would like to thank basically everybody who showed up. The guest assembly organizing, the people for the sound of the video here doing this entire thing. So, everybody, thank you very much. This was Assembly 2014 for all the compo studios, and we'll hope to see you back next year. Nog een goede avond. Salut, sloppel, goodbye.
Yep. Thank you.